Hello, hello. Cheerio, cheerio. Future me, digital me. Ugh. Ugh. I think I fell asleep or something. I don't know. Ooh, yeah, I stopped smoking this month. I swear. I swear I do. It's like, I need more cash flow, more net cash flow. All right. I just realized I hadn't made this video for this channel. I don't feel like doing it. I ate one of these brats, and I swear these things just milk my energy. Should make chili. That does it too. Anytime I eat food, I want teeth. Nah. So I can eat better food. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get a dentist. Yeah. So, um, I think a lot of people are figuring out the same thing, reaching same kinds of conclusions that, I was talking about, not to the world via YouTube, but to the world via screaming at the cloud style, like 10 years ago, thinking maybe somehow somebody would get the message. I would have been on YouTube 10 years ago, but I just figured I don't know. I didn't have the, I don't know. I don't know why. I just was like, fuck it. I think equipment was a little bit more expensive too 10 years ago. Now it's so fantastically cheap. I start SIG. Don't die on me here, buddy. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, and do say, it begins with taxing rich people, because you got to tax rich people. Um, yeah, bring in more taxes, and that's where the gold is. You mine for gold where the gold is, and the gold is rich people. So, and people say, well, they'll leave. So, if they do leave, and whatever, that's fine. And, then essentially you pretty much copy and paste the New Deal thing that was done when it was the New Deal. You do essentially the same thing, but for the modern era, you know. And there are a lot of people out there that present similar plans, and have been for a long time. Update the infrastructure, and we need a new national grid, not, what do we got, 4 grids? A national grid that is interconnected, smart, and powered by, well, I mean, powered by renewables, but I mean, not that's not going to be overnight, obviously. So moving towards renewables, and that's going to be in stages. So that's one aspect, obviously. So you do that, and in in the process of making a new grid, you're going to need all those huge high voltage energy transmission lines. All of this is going to require a lot of people doing a lot of work. So, unfortunately, for those people that hate immigrants, we're going to need a lot of immigrants. So the immigration policy that is in effect is going to have to be completely reversed. So I would argue that we're going to have to encourage immigration. And yeah, that's fine. You just put up some stations wherever they need to be and let people in and give them green cards. And instead of being like, don't come in, we'll shoot you, just say, here's where you come in, and come in fine, and here's your card. Go wherever you go and help them. Be like, well, we need work here, we need work there. What do you want to do? Do you want to work in the farm? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? There you go. I mean, and white people, if you want to fucking do that work or that work, fine, because infrastructure is going to need a lot of different kinds of work, and environment's fucked up all over the country, so it's going to be a lot of work necessary to de-fuck up all sorts of environmental fuck-ups. I'm sure if you live in I don't even know where to start, but if you poll 100,000 people, you could probably get 90,000 of those people to be like, raise their hand and be like, yep, I live in one of those areas where it's fucked up. Like, there you go, there's a job. There's a job as a state, local, or federal employee unfucking up the local ecology. Like, yes, you're going to be a government employee. I personally don't have a problem with that. Maybe it's not going to last forever, but that's why we pay good, and part of the job hiring process is, what, maybe you should save some of the money and not spend all of it on things like, lottery scratch-offs. I'm just using that as a blanket term for dumb bullshit. SIGs might be another thing, but on the other hand, SIGs are awesome, and they also lead you to die. So, two birds, one stone. And of course, universal health care. That's a great thing. I also am a fond proponent of education from birth to death. That's extremely good nowadays because you can get education very cheap. Don't need to have, um, oof, I got scratches. Education does not need to be in the uh, same format that we are so familiar with it. You can't have it restructured. uh, you can go into that with more detail, but basically, early education should be more focused on um, kind of socialization skills, I think, which would kind of entail getting away from, you know, having a phone in front of you all the time. But if you're going to go to school and be with people, you should maybe be with people. Um, that's to me that seems kind of obvious. Um, Otherwise, just learn online. Um, yeah, just learn online. All the information is there. Go to a library, learn there. I mean, the information is there. Study on your own, and anything that you can't learn with those tools, go to a university and learn from the professors or the TAs or whatever, um, and have that all paid for by the state. You know, especially with things like the humanities. Uh, well, there's a line in Good Will Hunting. It's like, why pay $50 or $100,000 to get a degree in something that you can learn for free with a library card? It's kind of the same thing, same principle. Um, Everybody can do that. High school and college, well, not like I said, not so much college, but high school should be learning how to pick up chicks, and for chicks, how to not get raped. So there you go. Um, and if you're in the South, maybe how to play football without getting concussion. So there you go. Um, and, and other socialization activities, um, things that you cannot learn in front of a computer or from a book. You want to do that stuff? Do it at home after school. Like when I was in school, they had us go to school for 7.5 hours, and then they'd assign us like 4 to 6 hours of homework, and that was bullcrap. And I never did it, so I never did the homework because I thought it was just bullcrap. Why do that? I I still graduated high school too, so fuck it. Um, so restructure the education system appropriate to the modern times, and there you go. Um, that's that's how that should be done. Um, and yeah, I also think the military should be restructured. Um, but you're going to have to deal with that after Trump and Republicans. Because I think, you could also get a much better education in the military too. Um, Much better hands-on type of education in the military. Um, if you want, and it would be much better if we, as a society, decided to not use the military so flippantly. But everybody says that, and then we just don't. So whatever. Uh, I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff because I'm not writing it down. What else? I don't really care. It's already 16 minutes. Nobody likes to watch stuff that's more than 20 minutes, anyways. Mm. And I'm getting tired from my snozzage. So there you go. It's a little brief overlay. Oh, 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 oh. Of a few of the things that should be done. Oh. Is anybody else tired at 4:38? Why is it so dark? Ugh, it's cloudy as balls today. The thing says 80 degrees and cloudy. It should say 80 degrees and super duper cloudy. Anyways, that's it for now. Tax rich people, spend money good, and yeah, build good housing for people. Yep. I wonder if I made that video about the housing. I don't know. Ugh, I'm not going to talk about it now. Look back. The string is twirling. Everybody, have a boobs good day. And take a nap. 4:40 and it is dark. Jeez. I wonder if we're going to get rain. All right. Boobs out.